the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 7. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Pickett. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Chubb again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They run again with Harris. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With Harris out of the shotgun. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
82 yards on the ground for him so far.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his pass. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 105 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Slot man moves right. On second down, this is Harris. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
From the end zone, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try the right side with Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Off play action. Pickett. And it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The point after is good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Got it over, man. It's Pickens. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. To the air on first down with Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On the give, this is Harris. And some room to maneuver.
135 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Completes it to Watt. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
Now Pickett on fourth down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Pickett now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 2nd down and 4. Pickett.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
Great play. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And to the extra point. Remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, here's Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to try and go deep again. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down good. A nice throw there by the
second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to go up top again. He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Browns, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.